Let's start with Team A, that's Matt and Jenny. Let's go to big stories. See if you can tell me and guess what these pictures might be referring to. Ashton Kutcher, bird on a branch, flipping great wads of cash, and Philip Schofield.
Is it Twitter?
Goodness me. It's going to be quick, this, isn't it? It is Twitter. Tell us what you know about Twitter, guys.
I was watching an interview with someone this morning, and apparently Twitter is actually, if Twitter was a job board, Twitter would be the fifth biggest job board in the world, just in terms of the amount of people who are putting job content out there on the moment.
It seems to me, and anyone butt in on this, but it seems like it's quite a good thing to sell product, but does it work? How does it work for people who are service-led or people-led?
Yeah, I think there's a bit of there's a couple of risks around Twitter. Well, not risks, but I think the potential for Twitter in terms of distributing information is fantastic, because has anybody used Twitter just on a personal basis rather than just for jobs? Are there more people? Okay, so there's quite a few more people. People understand that basically it's fantastic for distributing content, and a lot of the time the tweets you receive are about other people's content that you found that you think is interesting and you're just sending on to your mates. And in that way, content gets distributed very, very quickly. So that's great for a job when you want it to get posted and you want it to get out there, so you can get viral distribution almost instantaneously. The question is, how do you interact with that person then, and how does Twitter make it possible for people to actually apply or to respond to that job outside of 145 or 140 characters? I think that's the challenge at the moment, where it's great for distribution, but I'm not sure it facilitates the same kind of two-way communication that you get through a traditional process at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Thank you, the media owner.
Oh, and we use Twitter.
No, I know. I would disagree, because I think it can be used for two things, and actually, you know, I have a client who's using it for both, and one is kind of like genuine conversations with people who work at the company, and I think particularly for graduates, you know, there's been a lot of talk in the last couple of days about developing graduates and engaging with future talent, and what a great way to get your people who are actually doing the job, or your current crop of graduates, to actually put out there and have conversations with with people who might apply to your company. So I think the conversational element is a really big thing. In terms of the...
Matt, the conversational element, let's face it, 10% of the people provide 90% of the tweets. It's not pretty conversational.
However, those 10% are very highly conversational. The thing is, though, I think it's very difficult to classify Twitter, because Twitter is different things to different people, and I don't think there are any right or wrong answers about it. I know companies who have had successful conversations using Twitter and have kind of interfaced with people, but hey, it's a free distribution platform for jobs, so why wouldn't you use it? I think one of the things is, when I say free, a lot of people say that elements of Web 2 are free. Well, they're not, because they need time and people at your end to really work. But why wouldn't you look at a low-cost distribution platform of jobs to drive traffic? And if it doesn't work, then try using it in a different way. And I think that it's different for every company, and I don't think there are any rules, hard and fast rules at the moment.
And look at your customers, and your customers in this case are Gen Y, and they love Twitter. So
I
go
think
with your customers.
This should be quite impressive. There are the age stats of Twitter. Not many in the plus 65 bracket. What am I doing here? What's that smell? Burning? Who are you? Sort of what you could fit in your Twitter feed. There you go, 44% in the 25 to 34 bracket. So a little bit outside, actually, the graduate age, really, just outside. Chris, what about your guys? Do you think that they are the guys who are blogging on your site are Twittering as well?
Yeah, and I mean we use Twitter as well, and I think it's actually pretty invaluable. Certainly amongst a network of people or amongst a network of friends, it can get a message spread out really, really fast. Better still, unlike receiving a message from sort of other sources, if a friend sees a message from me, they're much more likely to read it, click on it, or act on it. So I think it has a lot of benefit and a lot of use, actually.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's very good. We'll close that round with a well done for you guys. That is the story of Twitter, the growth of Twitter, the news. The microblogging site has finally revealed how its 67 employees intend to make back the $57 million that they got from venture capitalists. Ashton Kutcher is the world's most followed person on Twitter, with nearly 2 million followers, famously posting up a photo of his wife, Demi Moore, bending over in a thong while getting changed. This morning's Philip Schofield is the second most popular man in Britain to be followed. He was #1 until he posted up a photo of Fern Britton bending over in a thong getting changed.